The last train from Aranyaprathet. The border town of Aranyaprathet lay sweltering under a jaundiced sun. Chai sat on his porch, watching the dust settle on the railway tracks that led toward the frontier. It was a silence so thick it felt like a physical weight, the kind of heavy, unnatural stillness that precedes a scream. Dara emerged from the house, her eyes scanning the empty market square. Not a single vendor called out. Even the stray dogs had retreated into the deep shadows. The air tasted of salt and premonition, a metallic tang that made her skin prickle with an unseen electricity. Then, the sky didn't just break, it shattered. A low whistle turned into a deafening roar as the first shell struck the railway station. Chai lunged for Dara, his shout swallowed by the sudden, violent birth of fire and iron. The world of yesterday was gone, in a single heartbeat. As the smoke cleared, the town Chai once knew had vanished. It wasn't just the buildings that crumbled, it was the invisible threads that held people together. Neighbors who had shared tea for decades now looked at one another with the feral eyes of cornered animals. Chaos became the only remaining law. Dara watched from behind a shattered shutter as a group of men, led by the local constable, ransacked the general store. The uniforms meant nothing now. The authority of the badge had been burned away by the heat of the explosions. "We have to move," Chai whispered, his voice rasping from the dust. He gripped a heavy iron pipe, his knuckles white. The morality he had carried his whole life felt like a luxury he could no longer afford. To stay human was to die. To survive was to become something else.